Hey, what's up guys, it's SirTagCR, and today we're back at it again with a new minor poison deck. This deck is going to have Tesla as its primary defense. You're going to also have a lot of bait with the skeleton barrel, the goblin gang, and the rascals. You're going to have archers because I just like them. They're a really robust card, and I've just fallen in love with them ever since 2.9 Expo. So check out this deck for grand challenges or ladder. It's been working pretty well for me, and let me know how it ends up working for you down below in the comment section. We got a game against JDS. We're going to be saucing out a good luck here. He's a pretty good player. And I've actually seen him all over Twitter. He is a pro player as well. I'm going to go in for Goblin Gang here. So after we see Dark Goblin and Barb Barrel, maybe it's P.E.K.K.A. We'll have to wait and see. No, it's just going to be Graveyard. We'll go for Archers. I need to be able to crucify those skeletons as soon as possible. He just goes in for a freeze. Okay. He's a pretty good player that he just freezes me. Yikes, man. He is still a good player, but yeah, Graveyard freeze. Oh, man. I wish better players didn't run this, man. I wish all the better players in the game did not run this. Gonna have Prince as well. Okay. So at least the archers are gonna give me some type of cover so I can get more elixir here. I want to go for Goblin Gang. Fortunately, the Barb Barrel doesn't reach that far, so he can't go for a pre-Barb Barrel on the Goblin Gang. Spear Goblins will end up dying, and I assume he's probably gonna have cover for this Dark Goblin. We'll see though. If I can snipe that, that would be prime. We need 2 hits, and we do. He's gonna bats. Is he gonna go for a graveyard here? Because then archers would get frozen. Does he have elixir? No, he doesn't have elixir for the freeze graveyard. At least I know what he has now, and I can just save my poison for the graveyard for the rest of the game, hopefully. We'll see if I can do that. Does have Barb Barrel, so I just want to go in for archers here. I'm also going to go for Tesla, just on defense against those fire spirits. Don't want those to connect to my tower. Can't poison either. Oh, this is so much poison value, man. How am I going to pass up on this? I can't pass up on that, guys. I have to save Giant Snowball on defense here. He goes for Barb Barrel. I'm going to have to stagger the Goblin Gang and the Rascals. So he's not able to freeze everything. He's not going to go for Barb Barrel? He's going to freeze, okay. Our units are still alive, so I didn't even have to Giant Snowball. That was a pretty bad graveyard. So now I can go Skeleton Barrel, and then I can go Miner. I want the Skeleton Barrel to be tanking for everything. Not quite, guys. I'm going to go Poison, so then I assume he's not going to be able to play offensive by the time that gets back to Graveyard. By the time I get back to Poison. If he plays aggressive here, there's no way he's able to mount anything. There's absolutely no chance. There's an overcommitment, so I can just go for a Snowball, finish everything off, and then I should be able to go in for another Skeleton Barrel and a Miner here. So we got him to overcommit once. Hopefully I don't overcommit with a Poison, because that's what could lose me the game. He went for a Barb Barrel again. That's really good for us. If he didn't do that, could have been in a worse situation. Now I can go for Goblin Gang. Hopefully we are able to kill the Prince before it crosses the river, or stop it from crossing the river. I would have loved to see him go for a Graveyard there early, because now he has no way of stopping this if I just spam and separate my units. If he freezes, that was a really good freeze. But then I just Giant Snowball and I nullify everything. So I can go for Skeleton Barrel, then I want to go Miner after. So he's actually playing this a lot better now. He caught my Miner. He's a very good player, so it's the first time in a long time I've ever played a Graveyard Freeze player that actually knows what they're doing. It's kind of crazy, man. So I'm gonna have to go in for a Giant Snowball and all this. The archers are still alive. Don't think he has elixir for a freeze for a little bit, so I have to Snowball, or I have to Poison right after. Oh man, that's a lot of damage he just got on me. Okay, we have to play aggressive. I have to go for a Miner. Giant Skeleton. Skeleton Barrel. I don't even know why I keep mixing that up, man. Giant Skeleton and Snowball. Always in my minds. It's a yikes, bro. Okay. I'm going to have to go in for Rascals, Goblin Gang, Archers, and then Snowball on defense when he goes in for Graveyard. Freeze. Can't let those accumulate. Otherwise, that will be a loss. Alright. Easy poison value now. Now I just need 1 Miner hit, and then I win the game. So hopefully we catch this Miner hit. If I get it, then I win the game for sure. Doesn't look like we're going to get it, but do we get the Skeletons hit? We do. Oh, that was so close. GG, well played, and peace out, Girl Scout. Very good player running Graveyard Freeze, so that doesn't happen often. So we got a game against Gibby. We're going to be saucing out a good luck here. I'm going to start things off with the Skeleton Barrel, and we'll see what's good. If he drops a ranged unit, we are ready and raring to go with the Miner Eye on top. But that is not a ranged unit. That is a dirty, dirty minion horde, man. I'm going to go for a Snowball. In conjunction with the Skeleton Barrel death damage, we actually obliterated instantaneously, allowing us more hits. So that's one of the best things with the Snowball and the Skeleton Barrel combination. I really like that. Oh, wow. He's going to end up going for bats here. So he's going to have bats, barb barrel, and minion horde. Is this going to be 3 musketeers, or is this going to be some other type of bait deck? Yeah, it's looking like 3 musketeers after we see the bandit. All right, man. I see you. I feel you. I'll go rascals so then he doesn't charge after killing those archers. Oh, okay. That's a Sparky. Was not ready for that, guys. I am a sad panda right now. I have to end up defending this, and it's going to be a little bit difficult. I'm going to have to probably deploy a goblin gang on defense, so I want to go in for skeleton barrel first. Don't want to go Tesla until I see a giant. I can easily just goblin gangs around here. Should be fine. Gang, gang, man. Sparky is so much better after the buff, man. That range buff is huge. He's probably going to go minion horde after that connects. He's probably learned his lesson. Oh, he's going to barb barrel instead. All right. I see you, man. I see you. So, I think that we have to save our miner or our poison. Probably our miner for the collector. And then get away with poisons on top of the minion horde for the rest of our damage. He's going to have goblin giant as well. So, this is going to be a little bit funky, man. Hopefully, he doesn't have another spell besides the barb barrel. That would be really bad if he has zap as well. There's so many bait answers, man. I'm going to go for rascals here. Fortunately, the Tesla is going to take the brunt of the damage, and keeping our boy Rascal alive a little bit healthier is nice for sure. I unfortunately do not have Zap with this deck, and I think the Rascals are all going to get hit by the Sparky here. Maybe one of them survives. No, they all hit. So yeah, this is what I was talking about. The poison is really important. So I'm able to get that tower chip damage. Otherwise, I don't think that I would feasibly be able to get any damage on his tower. It's just too risky otherwise. Rather play safe and sound. Goblin Gang is a priority to keep alive and keep in your hand, so then you're able to sauce it out against the Sparky, because you really don't have anything else. I guess you could go in for a Rascals around, but it is a little bit difficult if you don't adjust your card order. I'm also going to go in for Rascals. I'm going to split the Thick Boy towards the Bandit, because if I don't have that, then there's no way for me to defend. Well, I was going to have 3 Musketeers. I wasn't wrong, guys. He does have the 3M. I'm going to go for a Poison Ray on top of the 2, because the Thick Boy will keep it inside. You can't leave. And I am just going to focus on defending here, guys. I want to go in for a Miner and then just Tesla it up. I think I want to go in for Skeleton Barrel and then Giant Snowball. So this is another thing that I don't see nearly enough. You guys need to use that Snowball and Giant Skeleton. Well, Giant... Why did I say Giant Skeleton? I sometimes mix up the Giant Snowball and the Giant Skeleton. But yeah, you need to use the Giant Snowball and the Skeleton Barrel on defense. And it's able to kill Minion Horde or minions in dire situations. GG, well played, and peace out, man. I'm going to end up going in for a Skeleton Barrel to kick things off. We're going to see what's up. Be the dog. What is up, man? Oof. Alright. Mega Man right at the river. Interesting. So this is going to be Golem or something? I would expect a Golem deck. Mega Minion is pretty prevalent in Golem. Could also be Graveyard. Lava Hound, actually. Okay. So when I see Lava Hound, I want to rush opposite lane right now. I want to go Goblin Gang in the back, so I don't want that Mega Minion to target any of that. It's going to go Fireball that. I'm going to go in for Rascals now. Baiting out the Fireball is really good. It's Goblin Gang as well. He's probably running the traditional lavaloon. I wasn't expecting lavaloon. I was expecting like Lava Hound Miner or Lava Hound Lumberjack. That's so more prevalent, but we're going to get so much damage there because he does not have a Barb Barrel, and he doesn't actually end up having any other way of dealing with it. So we need a +3 trade with the Tesla on the Lava Hound, and then we also get an incredible amount of damage on the other side. I can just Giant Snowball that back, and it's not going to get that damage now. We will end up killing the archers, but it's okay. 5 for 5 trade. And that's his win condition, so if he doesn't have his win condition, how is he ever going to break through now? The Tesla will just shred the Lava Hound. Really good for us. So he has a Mega Minion cycle. That's what he ended up dropping last time on the Skeleton Barrel. So Mega Minion plus Zap on top of the Skeleton Barrel would be a 5 elixir investment. But he's just going to go for a Tombstone instead, so I guess he didn't need to do that. I could Poison, but it doesn't really matter for me because the Skeletons wouldn't break through anyway, and the Tombstone was not really important for him. So I'm going to try to support my Rascals with Archers, and he's going to have to bait out Fireball with either one, so awesome. Now I can go Goblin Gang, and I don't have to Tesla. I can save the Tesla for the balloon now. I'm going to go Skeleton Barrel because he just uses Zap as well. And he's probably going to end up going in for another Tombstone. I'm going to go in for a Miner here. The Tombstone will die. Girl Rascals are still alive, which are really important. Miner is just going hard in the paint on him. So basically, I'm trying to get positive elixir trades. I'm trying to get units that counterpush. That's why I didn't drop the Tesla there. I want to save the Tesla for the balloon because it's a very easy defense against the balloon too. He just went in for a Fireball, so I want to go support with Archers. Went for Mega Minion. Mega Minion should end up dying pretty soon. I'm going to go Skeleton Barrel further away from the Mega Minion. Then I also want to go for a Miner. going to go for a tombstone. I don't really care about that at all. I'm going to go in for a giant snowball. And it looks like we're in a really good situation. As soon as he goes in for a lava hound in the back, he will lose the game. So yeah, he just did it. So I was really hoping for that soon. I'm going to go Goblin Gang, and now I'm just going to spam him with 13 seconds remaining. If I just get a miner poison on the tower, I do win the game. Those goblins are really wreaking havoc on him. Now he doesn't have any elixir. I'm going to go for a poison. And I was just really waiting for that. I was waiting for him to make that misplay. And he did it. So GG, well played, and peace out. As soon as they drop the lava hound, they automatically lose the game if you spam them. Alright, we're going to go sauce out of good luck here. We're going to see what's up. I want to go in for a skeleton barrel to kick things off. And this guy's going to go for an ice spirit. So this is going to be a fast cycle deck. It's going to be 2.9 expo, or it's going to be 2.6 hog rider most likely. No, he's going to end up having ice spirit with mini P.E.K.K.A. Okay, so this might be a hog rider deck, guys. We already baited out the log, so that's really good for us. I'm going to go in for rascals here. And I want to go in for a goblin gang off to the side so the thick boy does not get pummeled by that. I want to keep our thick boy alive and healthy, man. We respect him. He might go for a princess. He probably does have princess with this deck. No, he's 3M. Easy poison value. We'll take that. Snag and a half, man. But now I have to defend the left-hand side. I think our best source of defense is going to be a skeleton barrel. As weird as that sounds, skeleton barrel is awesome on defense. Don't really want to sack my archers here. We'll see what he elects to do, man. What are you up to? Skeletons even gets a couple hits on the left-hand side, so that's good. He's going to go in for a collector. Alright, man. I see you. So this is going to be interesting. I want to go archers at the river and miner opposite side. So if he goes in for something to defend against the miner, it will not catch the archer. So he has to drop two things. And I have to drop fire spirits as well. Okay, cool. And then we also paid out a log, which is interesting. That was a little bit funky, man. Since he just did go in for a log, I want to go in for a goblin gang, and maybe we can bait out something that's poisonable. Yeah, so since he's going to go for a miner, I'm going to poison that. It's a little bit weird to see miner on defense, but he just did not want to eat any tower damage. Okay, man. You're a little bit wild here. I'm going to go in for a skeleton barrel, I'm going to go for archers, and then I want to go for a miner. I'm really just trying to apply a lot of aggression so that he's not able to keep up. And he's going to have to decide, what do you want to defend? He's going to go ice goblin, he's going to probably log this. No, he's going to go fire spirits. What does he have for the miner? He's going to have mini P.E.K.K.A. So he did have enough elixir, but he is going to retain a lot of tower damage on the right-hand side. And also the mini P.E.K.K.A. is a 4 elixir investment, and the miner is only 3, so it's okay for me. He's going to go log on offense and hit most of the goblin gang, so very well played there, but I am going to have enough elixir for rascals. So this guy's a very good 3 musketeer player. Going in for that pre-log was impressive, man. Well played. Huh, it's pretty cool that I get to play against a good player like this. Doesn't happen too often. I'm going to end up going in for a Tesla here. I want to go in for archers, and then I want to end up going for skeleton barrel on defense. I think that's going to be one of our best things possible. I'm going to go in for a giant snowball on defense. I have to go for a miner on defense, and I think that mini P.E.K.K.A. is just wreaking havoc on me. How many hits is that thing going to get? Too many is the answer, guys. Okay, so I'm going to have to go for rascals on the left-hand side. That is the only way that I really see us defending. Actually, screw it. I'm going to go skeleton barrel. It'll be more cost-efficient. I'm going to go for rascals here, off to the side, so if he logs, he's not going to hit everything. The skeleton barrel should end up giving us a very nice defense there, and then I should be able to go in for a miner. So he doesn't have poison with this, if I remember correctly. He shouldn't have poison with this. I'm going to go for my own poison. I just need a little bit more chips so that I can cycle you out with miners, man. Come on, baby. Give it to daddy. Go for another skeleton barrel here. Just making sure that the miner is never going to be able to support that musketeer is really important. He's not accomplishing too much, so I can just go for a goblin gang here. He might go in for a log, and he does, but if I go for rascals, the mini P.E.K.K.A. will not end up breaking through. Alright, guys, I'm just going to go for a poison. I'm going to play super aggressive here. I'm going to go in for skeleton barrel. He's going to go in for a miner. If I giant snowball it away, that could be prime. And I think we are barely going to lose this game. If he gets one more miner hit, we do lose, yeah. If we got that miner hit, the last miner hit, we would have taken the W. Miner to 64, but GG and well played, man. Peace out. Very fun game to play. We're going to go for skeleton barrel to kick things off. We'll see what's up. Pure T. He is not dropping anything on top of the skeleton barrel already. Whew, so much value. We're going to get all the skeleton barrel. And a bar barrel. Okay. Getting that bar barrel out of cycle is awesome. Inferno Dragon. Bar barrel. I don't even know what this is. Probably going to be balloon freeze again, guys. Skillful balloon freeze. Yep, there we go. How did I know? How did I know that this guy was a balloon freeze player? Goes in for the lumberjack balloon at the river. If he freezes, then he can't hit the tower, so that's why I dropped it there. What a bad player, dude. He just freezes at the river. Balloon freeze and lumberjack, all in single elixir at the river. I really want to win this game, guys. There's nothing more infuriating than seeing that combination. It just doesn't take any skill, and people do it all the time and get away with it. So I really want to win this game, guys. Let's go. He has Barb Barrel, so I want to go in for a Skeleton Barrel. I want that to tank for the goblins, and I want to bait out a Barb Barrel early, so then he can't hit everything with the Barb Barrel there. The Skeleton Barrel will connect, and we should get some damage as a result. We're baiting out so much more. He ends up dropping a Lumberjack in front. He does not have Elixir for a balloon. This is a single Elixir, guys. He still might freeze because he is a frisky player. He's going to go for a NATO, so he's very adventurous. I want to go in for a Miner on defense because there's no other way of tanking for that Baby Dragon reliably. And that's what I had to do. The Miner actually should get a hit on the tower. So we're getting that chip damage with Miner, guys, just in the unconventional way. Still getting that Miner chip, boys. Let's go. It's so weird to see that. Yeah, so there's a bowler. I'm going to have to go for archers here, and I don't really know what I want to do. I feel like I have to cycle a Tesla early, so then I can get back to another. This is a little bit sketchy, because he could go opposite lane. Then I would have to cycle the rascals, and I would have to drop them up high. We'll see, though. I want to use the Skeleton Barrel on defense to take the primary targeting of the Baby Dragon, if possible. It's going to go for a Barb Barrel, so then the... as long as the bowler dies, we should be fine. That's all I really care about. I'm going to go in for... Goblin Gang here. I'm going to go for high archers, and then I want to go for a giant snowball. I want to propel that back, and then I want to go in for a Tesla again. So we really had to outplay him hard to even pull off a defense there. And fortunately, we were able to defend the virginity, guys. Oh my gosh. This is really coming down to the wire. Going for another Skeleton Barrel here, and I feel comfortable going in for a Miner as soon as that locks on. Hopefully he like NATOs this the King Tower. That'd be awesome. Okay, yeah, he's wasting Elixir now. He can't use on offense. That's what I needed him to do, and we still got chip damage. He wasted even more Elixir there by going in for a Barb Barrel. So I'm going to have to try to separate the... Oh, I tried to separate. I tried to make the Lumberjack go towards my tower. He froze still. So maybe I can go Giant Snowball here and knock that closer to my opposite tower. And I'm going to go in for a Miner here, opposite. Can we get damage here? Can it redirect on the Miner? Okay, awesome. So Archer will get some value. It's really coming out of the wire. It's such a hard matchup, man. I don't know if I can win it since he has 3 spells and freeze and a whole bunch of splash units. Try my hardest, though, guys. He's most likely going to freeze this. He went for a Barb Barrel on offense there. And it looks like the Baby Dragon is going to be quite the nuisance. I'm going to have to snowball it back. The Skeletons will envelop the bowler, so that's really good for me. But, man, he's getting so much damage. It's an uncomfortable amount of damage on me. I'm going to go in for another Miner here. I just want to play super aggressive. I might poison if he drops anything. Like, I don't know. He doesn't have anything poison bait, but I just need a little bit more damage. Come on, man. Okay, cool. If I defend this, I think I win the game. So I'm going to go for Rascals here. I'm going to wait for the balloon opposite because that's what would make sense from him. He's actually going to freeze that, so that's good. Now he can't kill the Tesla. So we're going to Tesla here. I'm going to go in for a Goblin Gang again. Go for a Miner. And I think we might have a shot here, boys. I think we might have a chance if those goblins connect. And they do. Come on, give it to Daddy. One more hit from the Miner. It did not happen. Oh, man. I do not think Snowball does it. I'm going to wait for the balloon to be dropped soon. I'm going to wait for the Baby Dragon to lock. I don't care about it. He's going to go for a freeze. He is so aggressive, man. Overtly aggressive. This guy is so crazy. I need one Miner hit. It does 64. The Giant Snowball will not do enough. It only does how much? Like, I don't even know. We'll check after. But GG, well played, and peace out, Girl Scout. Pleasure playing against you, man. Oh, never mind, guys. The Giant Snowball does do enough. I just made a fat fail. I made the game unnecessarily hard for me. Feels bad, man. Kick off the game with a Skeleton Barrel right at the river. We'll see what's up. We'll see what's good. This guy's going to go for a Minion Horde. I definitely want to go for a Giant Snowball, and then I also want to go in for a Miner, so then the Skeletons are going to be tanked for by the Miner. And maybe we can get some damage. He's actually going to have arrows with minions here. So, Minion Horde, minions, arrows. So he really is about that minion life. He's like, yo, Minion Horde is the most OP card in the game. So I gotta have the counter to the Minion Horde too. I gotta have the arrows. So that's why this man is out here with every minion answer available too, probably. Oh, man. Alright, so I'm going to end up going for a Goblin Gang here. And then I also want to go in for a Skeleton Barrel. So I want to apply some more aggression with the Skeleton Barrel tanking for those goblins. And then he'll be forced to allocate another spell, hopefully. So is he just going to eat that? Is he going to... Oh, alright, dude. Well, he does have another counter to the Minion Horde. He does have the Fireball. I guess I was right. I don't know what he's running. This is probably some really, really funky beatdown deck, guys. That's what I would assume. It's probably going to be like Golem or Giant 3M. I just used my poison on the collector, so I want to get my miner back in cycle for his next collector, so I'm going to cycle right now. Easy way of getting chip damage as well. Okay, so it's going to be Lavahound Balloon. I'm going to go start off with a Tesla early on, so then I can cycle back to another if I need to. I don't think I'll be able to since it's single elixir, but in double elixir it's very possible. He's probably going to go for arrows, so I want to go in for rascals early so that I can get some value with them maybe, and then I can go in for archers right after. Really trying to separate everything. Alright, cool. If I had Goblin Gang, that would have been very bad for me. It would have just got hung up. I want to go for poison here. And I could Snowball if I really need to. I might actually have to Snowball this all back. I'm going to. I didn't need to at all. Rip. That was a really big waste. Unfortunately, we just made a fat failure, guys. That Snowball, oh, worst Snowball 2019. Should not even be recognized as a Snowball. We're just going to pretend that never happened, okay, guys? I'm going to go for a Skeleton Barrel here. He's going to go for Minion Horde soon, so I want to go in for Goblin Gang so then we can get some chip damage on the minions. As soon as the Skeleton Barrel pops, we're going to have some value with the Spear Goblins finishing it off, baiting out more units from him. And he just uses arrows, so I want to go for Rascals. He's going to probably Fireball this. If he does, that's great for us. I'm going to go Archers in the opposite lane in case he wants to go for a Balloon. I'm going to go for Skeleton Barrel here, and I'm going to try to cycle back to a Miner. I'm really doing dual lane aggression, so now he has to spend a lot of elixir, and he doesn't even know which side he wants to defend, and he will not be able to support the Lava Hound, so we'll just get away with a 4 elixir Tesla, so we should be able to win this game. We kind of just outspammed him and got into a situation where he drops Minion Horde and a Lava Hound into a poison, and that's what we wanted to have happen. So basically, we just made too much chaos on the map, and he wasn't able to really deduce what was important and what wasn't. I'm going to go in for a Snowball accompanied with Goblin Gang, and all I have to do is Tesla. He's going to get 1 hit on the balloon or on the Tesla, but it takes 2 hits from the balloon or 1 hit plus zap, which he doesn't have to kill the Tesla. So it didn't work. GG, well played, and peace out, brother.